Welcome. How's it going? I can't take any more of that music. We're done. No more Temple of Doom music. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? Happy day. Wednesday. I forgot what day it was for a second. Welcome to the stream. We're going to be playing more video games on the NES based on Indiana Jones. Oh, baby, I'm excited to be here. Silo, good to see you. David TKI. Duke Donuts. Is that Subera? Dana? Perfectly normal music. That music very much encapsulates the essence of Temple of Doom. I actually kind of don't mind it. I really like the chorus part. Burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it, burn it. I think it works pretty well. I like it. Eltriot, good to see you. Megami, nice wiggly. David, Prostitution, Helical. Welcome, everybody. Temple of Doom beat me down pretty hard last night. Yesterday. So we're not going to play Temple of Doom again today. I was not ready for that, which is kind of surprising because I played the game as a kid, but I was not ready for that. We're going to come back to Temple of Doom. Maybe this weekend. I got to let that simmer. I got to consider some things. I got to come up with some strategies. Yeah. Oh, baby, that game is insane. But we'll come back to Temple of Doom. I'm not done with it. I really do want to get my revenge and finish that game. I'm really curious to see what the final scenes are like. Like, what's the final boss fight against Mola Ram? What the manual says you're like climbing on the suspension bridge and you get to fight dudes. Oh, I'm really curious to see what lies beyond that insane level 10. But that'll be for another day. I think Temple of Doom is going to end up being like a project, if you will, kind of like Empire Strikes Back was, where you just have to play it for quite a while and just become intimately familiar with every aspect of the game in order to beat it. So we'll do that on a later date, but for now, we're going to play something else. We're going to play The Last Crusade. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. I'm really excited to play this game. This one looks so cool. This game and Young Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Really, these three games are the ones that kind of inspired me just to play all of the Indiana Jones games. Yeah, Dana, it was quite a stream. I played Temple of Doom for almost like 6 hours. Oh man, insanity. Absolute madness, crazed insanity. Good stuff though. What a fun game. We're gonna play Indiana Jones The Last Crusade. This game published by Taito, made by Software Creations, according to Moby Games. Software Creations, the same company that did Wolverine on the NES, a game I really liked. They also made Plock, other such hits as like Spider-Man and X-Men and Arcade's Revenge, things like that. A lot of licensed games. I'm really excited for this one. Uncle Muscle's good to see you. Schubert, welcome in. This is based on the third Indiana Jones film, which I watched last night. I watched this movie last night, and I really liked it, actually. I thought it was way better than Temple of Doom. I thought this movie was way better than Temple of Doom. It was just fun to watch. It was like a light-hearted adventure. There's heart in it. It was fun. A lot more colorful variety. It was just a good movie. I really liked Last Crusade. Yeah, it's way better. I have not streamed Plock. I haven't played Plock ever, Zetsubera. I've watched a couple people play it on the internet. I haven't played it myself. One of these days. Eventually, I'm going to graduate from the NES into the Super NES and go wholeheartedly obsessed with Super Nintendo games. Because there's tons of Super Nintendo games I want to play. But for now, I'm still just laser focused on the NES. Yeah, this movie is really good. I really liked it. Basically, the general plot summary: Indiana Jones learns that his father's been kidnapped. His father is like an academic researcher who's been studying the Holy Grail for his entire life, basically. And like he finds a new lead, and his dad's out investigating or following up on that lead and doing field research. Then he disappears. Indiana Jones has to go rescue him from a giant castle filled with Nazis. And all the while they're like trying to grab pieces of clues to a map and recover his dad's diary, which has more clues of like his life's research, eventually leading them to the Grail itself. And there's like all these trials, puzzles they have to solve to get the Grail. And then you get to see one of the best scenes at the end when the guy drinks from the wrong cup and gets skeletonized. Oh, it was so cool. What a fun movie. I want to watch it again. I wish more films had guys getting skeletonized. That's not a very common sight in films. The game looks pretty cool. The game looks pretty cool. This game, there's two adaptations of this film for the NES. There's this game right here, which is a wholly unique game designed and created specifically for the NES. And then there's a second one that came later, a couple years after this one, which is a port of a computer game. So we'll get to that one soon enough, but for now we're going to play this one. This one looks like it has a lot of variety. There's like side-scrolling action scenes, there's like top-down motorcycle chase scenes, there's puzzle scenes. You have to maybe do some slide puzzles. The penitent man will pass. This is a castle and we have many tapestries. So many cool lines. Just a good film. The other game on Amiga, I'm sure this one's better. I'm sure it is too. Let's flip the box over. Let me move this over here so I can get a better look at it. Oh. Like the front of the box, there's not really much to talk about. Indiana Jones riding a horse, pointing a gun at the camera. Alright. This is probably like directly lifted from a movie poster. Or maybe just a scene from the film, but not really much to talk about there. Oh, get some screenshots. Step on it, Junior. Grab your bullwhip, dust off your fedora. I thought it was a duster. And race into worlds of action, intrigue, and adventure. Now you can become Indiana Jones and embark on the quest for the Holy Grail. Travel across 3 continents with 6 action arcade sequences to rescue your dad, recover lost relics, and keep the Grail diary safe from the Gestapo. Just like the real Indy, you call the shots. You decide where to search next. Runewald Castle? Is Kendarun? The temple? The final adventures are the toughest. Dad was right. Against Nazis, spies, tanks, and traitors, you don't get a silver medal for finishing second. Oh, dude, the scene where they're fighting on the tank. Crack that whip and fight your way to freedom. There's a scene in the movie where Indy like beats up a dozen Nazis on top of a moving tank in the desert. It's so cool. Gather clues for precious information about the Grail. The temple at last, but are you worthy to pass its lethal tests? Ooh. Actual Nintendo Entertainment System screens shown. The graphics look nice. A lot of variety. Action scenes, lore scenes, puzzle scenes. Oh, I'm excited for this game. If we look at the manual. Let's just read the manual. Must always read. Prepare ourselves for game. Read about game before playing game. There is manual. Got one of these low resolution scans that we have to squint and kind of twist our eyes, twist our head, squint to make out the words. This one's mostly legible. So published by Taito, the only game in town. Thank you for buying Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade from Taito. Before you begin your quest, please read this instruction manual carefully. 25 pages. Oh, baby. The introduction. You take on the role of Dr. Indiana Jones. Your goal, to find the true Holy Grail. Many arcade and puzzle adventures await you on your quest. After each adventure, you'll be shown a short movie. Play, play close attention? Okay. These movies contain information and clues that will help you win the game. In the movie sections, the controller works as follows. You press the buttons to do the things. Okay. Select the next destination. Yeah, seems pretty basic. Of fighting controls in the ship, tank, and castle arcade sequences. Use the following keys to control Indy. Kick with A, punch with B, switch weapons with select. A and B to jump, good. Down to duck, blah blah blah, low kick, low punch, big punch. With up and B, interesting. It's like double dragon style. A and B to jump, alright. In the ship, tank, and castle arcade sequences, use the following keys to control Indy. Oh, this is continued. Jump kick, up and A. A while running, left and right. Okay, yeah, seems pretty basic. Just both buttons to jump is the most important takeaway here. Different moves depending on which direction you're pressing. It's like they thought this was a keyboard. They're calling them keys. Up arrow keypad, double click the left or right arrow keypads. I wonder if they... I've never seen controller buttons referred to as a keypad before. Pause the game, select. I wonder what start does. The ship only. To go up and down ladders, use up and down. Okay. To kick an opponent while you're on the ladder, press left or right arrow keypads and the A button. Go through doors, press up. Okay, blah blah blah. Power glove, yeah. I don't think so, Duke, no. I'm pretty sure this is a unique game specifically created for the NES. That's what Moby Game says, and that's all I check. I don't really do too deep of research, but if Moby Game says it, it must be true. They are the arbiter of truth and justice. I say that very tongue-in-cheek, of course. The movies. In Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you get to pick the order in which you play the arcade sequences. This is a very important part of the game. See, understanding the difficulty levels. Between each arcade and puzzle sequence is a transitional movie. In the movies, you're given valuable clues that will aid you on your quest for the Holy Grail. At the end of each movie, a list of destinations is shown. Choose your next destination. Yeah, press the buttons. Hit select to select it. Makes sense. It's just the select button usually isn't used that way. Understanding the difficulty levels. Oh, this was on Kuso Grand. Good Games Grande. Back in the ancient days. That must be one of the first tournaments. Yeah, I've never seen this game. All I've seen are little screenshots, and I booted it up and watched the introduction the other night. I'm really excited for this game. Each of the arcade games described below can be played at a number of different difficulty levels. The first game you play is set to level 1. Once you win a game, the difficulty setting moves up to level 2. The next place you go will be played at level 2. If you lose, the difficulty setting remains at level 1. You can replay the same game or go on to another one. The only exception to this rule is Venice, which can only be played one time. Venice, that's in the movie. In Venice, they go to a library, destroy the floor, find an underground crypt to get the shield of like the last crusader that has the directions to the Grail, and then they get chased by the, I forget the name of them, They're not Nazis. They're like the other kind of antagonists, like the Defenders of the Grail. They got the little neck tattoos. There's this cool little boat chase sequence in Venice. Because you can choose the order in which you play the sequences, you can go to the more difficult places first, when they're at their lowest difficulty level, and save the ones you are best at for last. That's pretty cool. Why Dad's diary is so important. If you lose any sequence, except the ship, prior to going to the temple, your father's diary is taken from you. Losing on the ship ends the game. If you lose a sequence after having lost the diary, the game is over. To get the diary back, go to Berlin and complete the motorcycle sequence. You can lose and retrieve the diary an unlimited number of times during the game. If you lose the Berlin sequence, the diary is taken from you again. No matter how many times you lose Berlin, the game is never over. Interesting. That's a really unique way of doing like lives. I assume that's kind of like a limited number of lives mechanic. Cool. Very creative. The arcade and puzzle sequences. The Cross of Coronado, your goal, retrieve the cross from the ship. This is like the opening of the movie. You must defeat several sailors before you reach the captain, who carries the cross with him. The number of sailors you need to defeat before you meet the captain depends on the difficulty level at which you play the sequence. The counter in the upper right corner of the screen shows the number of sailors you must defeat before the captain will appear. Once the counter reaches 0 and starts flashing, you must find the captain and defeat him to get the cross. Note, even when the counter reaches 0, you may still have to fight a few sailors to get to the captain. Reaching 0 means that he will come out of his cabin if you're standing in front of his door. The Grail icons next to your life force bar indicate the number of lives you have left, not including the one you're on. You lose 1 Grail icon every time you die. Watch out on the ladders, though. Sometimes the sailors can kick Indy right off the ship. If this happens, Indy loses a life. Pro tip. Watch out for the elusive Ghost of Coronado. You can't see him, but you'd better fight him? What? That sounds like a glitch. That sounds like one of those glitches that they couldn't figure out. Like the programmers had an invisible bug enemy they couldn't figure out how to fix, so they just wrote it into the manual. Oh yeah, that's a super secret enemy. You better fight him. Interesting. I wonder how that plays out. I know other games on the NES specifically have done that. I can't recall off the top of my head. But I distinctly remember... Man, I wish that's gonna bug me. The Catacombs of Venice. Your goal is to reassemble the scattered pieces of the Grail carving before the flames destroy them. Oh, is this a slide puzzle? To move the Grail puzzle together, move Indy's hand with the arrow keypads to select the piece you want to move. Press A or B to slide the puzzle pieces. Yep. Press the select button to exit the catacomb before the fire at the bottom of the screen reaches Indy. When you leave Venice, you'll have a drawing of the Grail that displays the pieces you correctly placed before exiting the catacombs. If you don't jump out in time, the fire will enter the cavern, the picture of the Grail will be lost forever. Oh, cool. A timed slide puzzle, and you have to solve it, or at least get enough information from it to work out which of the different Grails is the true one at the end. Oh, dude, this is so cool. Castle Brunwald. In this sequence, you must rescue Dad while avoiding enemy soldiers in the maze-like castle. I wonder if we're going to get a Sean Connery spray. I wonder what he's going to look like. I suck at solving slide puzzles, so it might not be fun, but I just like the idea. Like, they're obviously trying a whole bunch of cool, unique things. Like, each stage seems to have its own theme and its own, like, kind of set piece. I'm excited for this. The Grail icons next to your life force bar indicate number of lives, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. You have an unlimited amount of time to explore the castle and find your dad. Okay. Oh, the desert. It's time to defeat the enemy soldiers and get Marcus out of the tank. Marcus is Indiana Jones's like colleague, research partner. Uh, Indiana Jones and Marcus kind of team up to go search for the missing dad and also track down the Grail. So they're partners, colleagues. Marcus is kind of like a bumbling idiot. He doesn't really do much in the film except bumble around. But he's a good person. He's good character. Okay, I got your lives again. In addition, you should know that that fighting on the treads is very dangerous. Anytime Indy is knocked down on the treads, he'll fall off the tank. Indy always loses a life when he falls off the tank and hits the ground, but his life force stays the same. Tank moving along the bottom of the screen's a timer. When the tank reaches the cliff, ... This is such a cool scene in the film where they're fighting on top of the giant tank. The road to Berlin. Having retrieved the diary from Berlin, make your escape. Avoid pursuit, minefields, washed out bridges, and machine gun nests. You drive with left and right, up and down to speed up, A to jump, just bunny hopping a motorcycle, just like Vin Diesel in XXX. Press B to use your whip. Defeat the enemy by bumping him off the road or using your whip. You can also jump on them with a motorcycle. Just like real life. The Grail icon indicates the number of lives. Yeah, whatever. Finally, the Lost Temple. You faced many dangers to reach this point. Now you must face the ancient challenges set forth for those who would possess the Holy Grail. Oh, the 3 puzzles. Oh, these are different. I mean, technically, I guess the movie has 4 puzzles, but they only know about the 3 of them. Looks like they're skipping the penitent man. Only in the footsteps of God shall you proceed. Use the arrow keypads to follow the path of letters spelling Jehovah as you go. There are false trails with dead ends. If you find yourself on one of these, go back the way you came, spelling Jehovah backwards as you go. I wonder. We'll have to. I'm really curious to see what happens when we get here in the game. I wonder if the answer to this puzzle is only in the manual, or knowledge gleaned from watching the film. Although watching the film wouldn't help you, because in the movie they spell it differently, because Jehovah in Greek starts with like an I, and that was like kind of a key thing in the film. I wonder if this is told you in the game or not. I guess we'll find out. Only in the leap from the lion's head will he prove his worth. Select the correct symbol to walk from. The diary provides you with this information. If you don't have the diary, you can guess. Press the up arrow keypad to jump across the chasm. You must choose wisely. Use the arrow keypads to move from grail to grail. Press A or B to select the one you want. If you completed the picture in Venice, you will know the appearance of the one true grail. Otherwise, you must guess. When looking at the picture from Venice, note the following features: the handles, the lip of the cup, the shape of the stem, and the size of the base. It's funny, Eltriok. Wing Commander always crash when trying to quit. Just change the error message to say, thanks for playing Wing Commander. Hey, if it works, it works. Hints and tips. The Coronado, the captain's at the back of the ship on the top deck. Ship is only available at difficulty levels 1 and 2. After that, the ship and the Cross of Coronado leaves port is no longer available. If you lose the ship sequence, the game is over. The Catacombs. You need the drawing to pick the correct grail. Start at the top of the puzzle and work your way down. You can only go to Venice once. Get as much information as you can. I wonder if the grail changes every game. You lose in Venice if you fail to exit in time and are burned in the fire. Not finishing the puzzle doesn't mean you failed. Diary is only taken if you fail to exit before the flames reach the cavern. Castle Brunwald. Whip the torches on the wall. Some will reveal secret passages. You may want to make a map, especially at the higher difficulty levels. The castle is 5 levels deep and 3 floors high. Oh dear. You figure out which depth of the castle you're on by the markers on the front of the walkway. 1 dot for each level. And by the shield on the wall. Each level has a different shield. The castle is different depending on the difficulty level you attempt it at. Sometimes doors are locked and secret doors have moved. In the desert, the flying jump kick is most effective. Marcus is dressed in a blue suit. He'll come out of the front turret and jump off the back of the tank once you've defeated the enemy. Alright, that's that. That's the manual. Good manual. It's gotten me pretty excited to play the game. I'm really curious to see if there's in-game hints or clues about this, or if this is a puzzle that you have to have the manual to solve, or knowledge of the film. I guess we'll find out. Go away, minimize that, and we're right back here. Let's play the game. 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 There it is. There he is. Good. Oh, dude, this music. Shadrock, we're doing look at the game. I'm really excited to play this game, so it'll be very brief. Boom, game for my collection. The Last Ninja for the NES. This is Game of the Year, according to that banner. Last Ninja for NES. I used to speedrun this game. This is another game that haunted me as a child. I later came back to beat it. Dude, this music is rocking out. I'm not even watching this. Moby Game says that the Follin brothers did the music, and yeah, you can tell. Maze of the castle. Oh, whip the torch. Look at that Indiana Jones sprite. Just whip him in the face. Dude, this looks awesome. Enemy tank. Yes! It's like an arena combat. Oh, he's dead. Finally claim the Holy Grail from the Lost Temple. That face. Lightyear's World, good to see you. Bob Fair, welcome. Dream Harrier Live, welcome everybody. Tefla, Vocab. Let's get started. I'm really excited for this game. Finally, a moment to relax. Hey, what's this? Something from Venice, Italy? It's Dad's Grail Diary. Every clue he followed, every discovery he made. A complete record of his 40-year search for the Holy Grail. The last I heard, Dad was in Venice, deeply involved in his search for the Holy Grail. Why would he send the diary to me? Telegram from Marcus. Look at these graphics. Indy. The Cross of Coronado is in Portugal, but it won't be there for long. It's on a ship called the Coronado. It's scheduled to leave port in a few days. I'm heading on to Iskenderun. I'll meet you there. Marcus. Mail say something about rewind? I don't think it did. Just A or B steps through the screen steps through the movie one screen at a time. Select skips to the end. And that's it. The Cross of Coronado. I've been searching for it all my life. So we get to choose your own adventure here. So I'm going to try and just follow the plot of the movie. So we go get the cross first. Select to select it. Sneaking onto this boat was hard enough. Here's where the fun begins. Dude, the music! According to Marcus, one of these goons has the cross. Alright, we're gaming here. Look at that kick! Gotta beat up 15 sailors. Alright, I see you, sailor. That sailor's got a dumpy. Holy smokes, look at that sailor. What is this screen? I guess this boat's rocking in the seas. Punch him! Whoa, Indy! Careful. Got it. Whoa! Smash the kick him in the face. I died. Okay, so the manual said what? The flying kick is the way to go? Oh, gonna beat the crap out of all these sailors. It's hard to get enough distance to do a flying kick because they chase you. Look at that low kick! What is that animation? Alright, ducking and kicking seems to be pretty powerful here. Go down the ladder. Got it. Whoa! Oh! More dudes! Just beat them all up. Oh, they can crouch under your flying kicks. 6 more. I wonder if your lives are just based on the stage you're on, or if you have to carry your lives with you through each of the stages. I guess we'll find out. Because this combat is kind of hard to tell what to do to like not get destroyed. I'm just like instant killing them. Yep, he's dead. Alright. So now, there's the captain! Come get some... Figured it was safer to jump than stay on board with all that smuggled TNT. Now I can take the cross to the museum where it belongs. Early the next morning. Telegram from Sala. Maybe he's learned something. Indy, your father's being held captive at Berlinwald Castle in Austria. Guard your father's diary. His enemies will do anything to get it. Marcus hasn't arrived. He should have been here yesterday. I'm worried. Well, what should I do now? I'm going to Venice. I'm going to try and follow the plot of the film. So we go to Venice first, then rescue Dad, and then go to Marcus. Oh, it's Nazi Girl. Dude, this game is so cool. There's a lot of unique music in this. Like, every movie scene has its own soundtrack. All the action scenes have their own soundtrack. This is cool. Dr. Schneider, what a pleasant surprise. You say there are important clues in the library. Let's have a look. Yeah, by the Fallen Brothers, indeed. It's a picture of the Grail. It's been scrambled. Better put it back together and leave before this place goes up in flames. Oh, we got slide puzzle. Slide puzzle. Okay, where's the top? Where's the top? Okay, this is the top? No? Crazy slide puzzle music. Okay, where's the handle? Is this one? That there. The timer is pretty cool, yeah. I can't stop and look at it though. Okay. Now we need to get the base. Okay. Oh, I think we know enough just from this. Gotta pull this one over like that. I don't know how to solve this without like stopping and thinking about it, but I have a timer here. So I think we know enough. What did the manual say to pay close attention to? The jewels, the lips, the stem, the handles, like literally everything. Okay, we got jewel, square. Like, I don't know what the other ones, the alternate variations look like. The handle kind of looks like ears, a flat top. Look at the little drawing of Indiana in the bottom right. Dude, this is so cool. Okay, get out of there, Indy. That was close. Oh, we keep the sketch. Oh, well, that's fine. I better keep the sketch of the Grail in a safe place. I might need it later. Early the next morning. Telegram from Sala. Maybe he's learned something. Indy, I've discovered the location of the Holy Grail. It's in a lost temple in the Valley of the Crescent Moon near Iskenderun. I hope you still have your father's diary. It'll be useful when you finally reach the temple. Well, what should I do now? So we can just go straight to the Grail and maybe beat the game in like 10 minutes. What? Let's go rescue. Follow the plot of the film. Go to Germany, break into the Nazi castle, rescue Sean Connery. Time slide puzzle. I wonder if they're all that easy, because that was like very easy. walled castle. I don't know how I'm gonna find Dad in a maze like this. But I'll think of something. Alright. Okay, I still have 3 lives, so maybe we do keep the lives for all the stages. Oh, Nazi! Kick him! Dude, this Nazi's beating me up. Okay. Careful. Oh, dude, he's good! Kick him in the face. Alright. I just lost 2 lives on the first enemy. Oh, dear. He hit so hard! Go in the door. How do I whip? Oh, select, pull out the whip. That's right. Okay. Whip. 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 Oh, up and whip. Oh, Nazi! Oh, dear. Get him! Oh. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. We just wander? So the manual said this was 5 floors, or 5 levels deep and 3 stories tall. So this could be enormous. I think I just went in a circle. Indiana Jones is dead. They took Dad's diary. I've got to go to Berlin and get it back. At least I'll have no problem escaping from these guys. No news from Sala. What should I do now? I gotta get the diary back. Give me back my father's diary! Take it, Dr. Jones. Your odds of escaping Berlin alive are next to nothing. Never tell me the odds. Is that a Han Solo reference? George Lucas is like... he's over the moon. He probably forced them to put this in. Freaking George Lucas. It's gotta be his fault. That line's not in the movie. This stuff happens to me all the time. Yes! Whoa! Okay, I crashed. Oh dear. Careful. What do we... Okay. Okay. So I can't be in the middle of the road. We gotta kind of offset, jump over. Nope. Uh-oh. Gotta be like here. Jump! Slow down. Oh, Nazi. Whoa! Okay, good. Bump and jump. Good. Weave through the mines. Okay. Jump on him. Oh! Yep. Guess the odds were on their side this time. They've got the diary again. At least I'll have no problem escaping from these guys. So we can just try this over and over again. So we gotta get the diary back. I have to memorize all the instant death traps. Maybe we can just go very slow and not get instantly killed by them. Gotta be like offset here. Okay. Try again. Let's go right. Out here, jump over. You gotta jump really early to clear those things. Let's bounce on him. Oh! Okay. Seems like the same map. Got a checkpoint after that first big jump. Stomp this guy. Jump over that. Let's go left. Oh, wow! Yep. Alright. Go right this time. Go right this time. It's like just a 50-50 chance of finding the right path there. Oh, I died. Whew. This is kind of tricky. You just have to memorize it. Try again. Whoop. Jump. We land on him. Squish. Slow down for this. Yeah, it's the exact same path every time, it looks like. Nothing random about this stage. I want to be on the left here for the little turrets. Okay, now go right at this branch. Oh, okay. And, oh, I forgot about that jump. Okay. Jump. Cool bridge. Stomp him. Whoa! Alright, alright. Gotta be over here. I don't see how there's any way to react to this if you're going quick. But there's no timer. I don't have to be going quick. Like, I could just slow down like this. Just make a very leisurely escape. Oh, I picked wrong. Okay, go right. So it looks like we always want to go right when there's a branching path. Gotta memorize the path. Oh, whoa! Careful, just bump and jump. What? The turrets. Okay. Carol's welcome. This game's not impossible. This game's really cool so far. Try it again. Just have to memorize the entire sequence here. Let's go right. Be about here. Jump over that. Jump. Ooh, he landed on me, but he didn't kill me. Good. I was probably pretty close to the end there. I wonder how much more is left after those gun turrets. Okay, go right here. Oh, I forgot about that. Jump. Jump. You really have to jump early. Like, I'm trying to jump a little too late. Like, as soon as Indy's front tire hits something, you die. Which makes sense. I get it. It's just... I'm jumping too late. Oh! Dude! Alright. 2 guns. Squish this guy. Okay, double the second mine section. This is the exact same pattern as the first one. Now there's going to be a branch in the path. We go right. Jump. And now this is the turrets. Gotta stomp him first. Okay, now we get the gun turrets. Can I jump over them? Jump over their shots. Okay. Indiana Jones is bunny hopping his motorcycle. Okay, that one despawned. Just take it nice and slow here. That's too slow. Try again. Hey, Willy the Worm, welcome. Is this game civilized? Well, it seems like there's pretty much infinite continues. Go again. Burn. I forgot instantaneously. Okay. Stomp. Jump the bridge. I was too slow there. The scene is actually pretty hard. Weave through here. And now what is it? Now it's the turret with the guns on the right. Yep, so jump over that. Stomp him. Go right. And this is what? This. Oh my goodness! I keep mistiming these jumps. Okay. Now the cool bridge. Squish. Now it's turrets. 2 turrets. Yep. Careful. Okay, now a branching path where we go right. Jump. Alright, now this part here. Oh, we stomp him. I need to figure out how to better do this. Like 2 jumps like that? I don't think I have enough mobility. Oh, dude. Sage Chaozu, welcome. Alpha, good to see you. It's not always action-packed gaming here. Just lately, that's been all I've been playing. I do like puzzle games, I like RPGs as well. But lately, it's been heavy into the action platformers. This stage is hard. Okay. I wonder if the difficulty of this part scales as well. Oh, dude! Okay. Jump. Jump! Bump him, bump him. Whoa! Oh, get wrecked. Okay. There's no reason to go fast, as far as I can see, except for when you're going for these jumps. But it gives you enough time to accelerate for the jumps. Okay, let's stomp him. Ooh, that was close. Go right. Jump. Give him a little of the bump. Oh, and then jump. And bump him. I said bump him. Got him. Bump combat in an Indiana Jones game. I think we want to be here because these are the double turrets. Yep. Squish. And now what? Oh, the mines. Okay. Careful. After the mines, it's another split path, which we take the right. And then it's the turret section. Jump. Squish. Alright. Like, you can't just ride through here unless you're maybe going maximum speed, but I don't think you have the maneuverability. You do. Okay. Okay, maybe... Oh, this part's really hard. Can we just jump like this? Try again. So I have to recover the diary, otherwise, if I fail any one of the other stages without the diary, then it's a game over. So yeah, like Silo said, this is kind of like grinding to get a single continue back. Or this is the continue. You just have to complete this stage to continue with the rest of the adventure. Very unique mechanic. Okay, Stomp him. Oh dear. Oh. Maybe stomping these guys is not a good idea, but it's just so funny. Careful. Okay. Give him the bump. I'm forgetting. Jump. Go right. Jump. So you have some mid-air maneuverability, but like when you're jumping, like when you're rising and when you're falling, you can't move. You're locked into a straight line. But when you're in the air, you can kind of wiggle. Whip him. So this is what, mine number 2. And now it's go right. Flying leap. He squished me! Oh, you cheater. Okay. Good. Okay, this part I'm really curious about. Like, I think we can just do something like this if I do it correctly. Let's hop over the turrets. There we go. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Okay. Whip him. Oh, another one of these. I didn't know that was coming, so I just died. Hey, Hosanna. Nope. No. I did not beat Temple of Doom yesterday. I'm gonna go back to Temple of Doom. Maybe this weekend, play it again. I was unprepared. It completely destroyed me. Now that I know what I'm in for, I gotta build up the courage and we'll try it again. Try again? Indy's face! It's so good. Okay, avoid that. So I just need to memorize everything. That's all. Just memorize literally everything. And then the game will be easy. So we'll just do this first try every time. Just gotta memorize it all. Okay. Mines. No need to go fast through the mines. This is a good, reasonable speed. And then bump him. Okay, now we have, what, another jump? Oh my god, I immediately forgot. Jump. Now go right. Jump. Go left. And this is another jump, that's right. And now it's 2 turrets after the bridge. Good, good. Okay, now a branch where we go right. After we... Oh, minefield. Never mind. It's minefield. Right. Full speed. Big jump. Bump him. Okay. Jump over the turrets. Jump over the turrets. Jump over the turrets. Jump over the turrets. Now be on the left side for this one. Now I don't know what comes next, so I'm probably just going to die here. Go right. Jump. Go right. Oh, that time you have to go left. Okay, just 50-50. Good. Go left. Nope, I needed to go right. Alright. Go right. Oh dear. Okay. Is this almost over yet? Dude, the 50-50s. Alright, try again. El Gavadi, welcome. Chat business, good to see you. I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't explain Twitch notifications. I think the player should have to guess or die. Like, maybe you can still survive a bad choice if you veer very hard to the left or into the middle. Maybe. Indiana frown. Try again. Alright. Marty Dot Zone, welcome. The music is good, so I don't care about replaying this over and over. Okay, jump here. Get this guy. Take care of him. Okay, careful, careful, careful. Now it's a split. Oh, it's not a split. Dude, there's so much to remember. Okay. Now it's a split. Go right. Now it's a jump. Okay, now bridge. Now it's what, the two turrets? It's gonna be about here. Now it's another split. No, it's minefield, minefield. Now it's a split. Go right. And now I'm forgetting. Okay, it's the turrets. He got me. Go left for this turret wall. And now the 50-50s begin. So you go right, and then left. Get out of here! I don't know where this put me. Go left here? Oh my god. Dude, this is hard. So what, we spent 10 minutes playing stages and 20 minutes trying to figure this out? Good gameplay ratio. Oh dear. Like, I don't have to do this yet, but if I fail any one of these other stages, then it's game over without the diary in hand. Try again. Jump. Now it's a gap. Squish. Now be on the left for... Oh, it's mines. I thought it was the wall. Now it's the wall? Yep. Now go right. Okay, now it's the intact bridge. Oh dear. And then... mines again? Oh, it's the turrets! Double turrets and then mines. Yeah, get out of here. Okay. Take it slow. This is not LJN, no. This is made by Software Creations and published by Taito. we go right. Jump. Okay, and this is the turrets. I'm gonna be right about here. And just rapid fire jump. Okay. And this is where my memory gets hazy. I don't remember exactly what comes next. Good. Okay, go right. Now we get the string of 50-50s. Go left. Go right. I was going too fast. Go right. I forget. Go right again. Into a turret. And now go left. Oh. Live, Indiana! Oh dear. Okay, this second turret sequence. What's next? I gotta be like right here. Because I don't know what's coming. What tank?! Cool. Did it. Alright, easy. Piece of cake. Like I said, never tell me the odds. He looks insane. Ah, good. It's a good face. Save screenshot. Alright. Very good face there. So, now we have options. I have to do the castle. Again, I'm trying to follow the plot of the movie. So I gotta do the castle first, and then find Marcus, and then do the Grail. So go back in. So last time, I just got completely destroyed by the Nazis here. Like, I never even got to explore or get my bearings on this castle maze. I just got melted by Nazis. So maybe there's some combat techniques that I'm just not utilizing. I feel like the whip is useful, but yeah. Yeah. Yep. Just whip them. Whip them good. Okay, let's go in here. Oh, that's a fake door. Let's go in here. Okay, there's a double door. Let's advance slowly. I'm just... Oh dear, like this is bad. Getting the Nazi on my... What do you do? Alright. Just got melted. Get out of here. Back here. The kick is so cool. No! Oh. Like, you can't get away from them once they're locked into you. They just track you, like, perfectly. So I don't know what to do. Haymaker, maybe? Maybe I need to be throwing the haymaker? I don't even know where I'm supposed to go. Like, is there any visual indicator of which room I'm supposed to be trying to find? I go in here? No. Okay, is the Nazi gonna respawn? Down. Oh. Okay. I tried to do a haymaker there, but I was in the doorway, so instead... I need to learn how to combat effectively. Back to the bike race. Never tell me the odds. As long as it's the same one every time, then eventually this will just become completely memorized. We'll do it for free every time. Careful. Okay, on the left here. I just took the wrong path and now I died. I got squished, okay. Alright, let's get out of here. This is the turrets again. 2 turrets. And then the mines. Squish. Okay. And now I'm immediately forgetting which way to go. What's coming up? It's that again. Okay, the wall. After the 4 turrets is the wall. It's the wall, brother. It's the wall. And now it goes into the 50-50s. 50-50s is always going to be right, left, right, left, I believe. Okay. Slow down, Indy. And this is the home stretch here, so we want to be on this little... oh, dear! Okay, right here. That's right, we've got 4 of these again. 4 of these. And now we want to be about here. I got greedy, trying to bump and jump. But now we just stay on this line and jump, 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 jump. Alright, first try. Never tell me the odds. Hey, Uncle Muscles, welcome. This game is so cool. Good face. We gotta do the castle. Maybe I should be drawing a map. Manual recommended we draw a map. So... careful. Get him. It looks like there might be a finite number of Nazis. Okay, got him. So I think those are the only 2 ones here. Oh, there's another one! So what do I do in this instance? When he's up in my business? Can I kick him? How come he died in like 2 hits? I'm so confused as to how the combat in this works. It like doesn't. I don't get it. So I'm trying to get my bearings as to where I am. There's no dots to tell which floor I'm on. We have to use the tapestries or the banners to determine which level of deepness I'm on. No! They just keep... oh, what? Okay. Okay, you can't just sit still and think. Constant welcome. Maybe the face and ball combo is the quick kill, yeah. It might happen soon, Duke. It might happen soon. We shall see. I'm gonna have to draw a map. Gonna have to draw a map. I'm just trying to think of how to best break this up. Because it's 15 discrete screens. No. Well, okay, question. Is the line that India's on one floor, and then the line, the top half of the screen, is that another floor? Or is that part of the same floor? I don't know. Like, I don't have enough information to try and draw a map yet. Because there's 5 levels of deepness and 3 heights. Like maybe that's the top floor above me that we can peek into. This is the middle floor that Indy's on, and then there's a bottom floor underneath me. Maybe that's just the 3 floors right there. So I'd only have to sketch out 5 individual maps if you can see all 3, see 2 of the 3 floors at a time. I don't know though. Like I don't know what level I'm on. Let's go in this door. Let's wander around for a little bit to try and better get my bearings. Going here. So I can see 2 dots there on the right. So this is what, a 2 dot. So I'm depth number 2. It's like if we're in the front. Then we step back into depth number 2, and then behind that's number 3, then behind that's 4, behind that's 5. Right? So I go in here, and this will be depth number 3, 3 dots. And we have, what, red horse? Red horse means I'm on the 2nd level? So this will go back to depth number 2. I haven't gone up or down. Or have I? This is a downstair. So now I'm on the bottom floor, depth number 2. Got him. Most of the time spent, Cadis has been on the motorcycle chase sequence. Trying to figure out and memorize that. That's like the vast majority of the gameplay time. But now, we're trying to figure out this maze. So this will take me on the 1st floor to depth level 1, or depth level 0 dots, okay. Ba, 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 ba. I'll whip all these, can't open that door. I think I'm starting to understand how this maze is structured. Got him? Got him. Gotta react quickly to these Nazis. Okay, this is going back to depth level 3. Got him. He vibrates quite erratically. It's so cool. Okay, it's a dead end. And my understanding is that the structure of the maze, or the structure of the castle, doesn't change based on difficulty, but instead... What? He just walked, he phased right through it. Okay. Let's get another chance at this. What do you do? Got him. He only vibrates when the screen is also scrolling. Okay, so we're on floor number 2, depth number 2. No, get out of here. I can't go in there. Just go to depth 1. Ooh, fancy chair. Now we're at the top floor, the 3rd floor, depth number 1. This goes to depth 2. Oh, what? Alright. Alright. Oh, dude. I don't understand how to fight these guys. Don't understand how to fight them. Just wait for him to walk away, and then one hit kill with the whip. Can I running jump over that? Maybe the flying kick will leap me over the fantasy floor. Maybe not. Oh, get out of here. Got him. Going here. What do you... Not fair, not fair. Going here. Cool. Cool chandelier. Oh, okay. Should take me right there. This goes back. I'm dead. I survived barely. Okay, this is the other side of the chandelier. Or is this the other? Oh no, I'm getting lost. With that? I don't even know where I'm supposed to be going. That guy had a helmet. There's 2 chandelier rooms. Am I going backwards? Yeah, we're gonna have to map this. I have no idea where I'm going. Wow. Okay. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. I wonder if it would be worth breaking from movie canon and doing the castle first. Because we can do the Coronado second. We can do the Coronado first or second. And the order you do the stages in determines their difficulty. So we're in difficulty 2 castle right now. I can only imagine difficulty 3. I don't know what difficulty like actually changes though. Like the manual said that it determines like which doors are locked and which secret passages are available. I don't know if it also affects enemy density and ferocity and whatnot. Enemy ferocity modifiers. I'm gonna reset. We're gonna do castle first. And I think it's time to map it too. Look at that good face there. Does Venice count as a stage? So wait, do we have to go Venice then cross? Otherwise we miss out on the cross? Does the cross even do anything? Alright, let's do Venice. Do this again. Okay, half the slide puzzle's already solved. Well. Oh, that bottom left one's got to go up 2 tiles. Oh, dear. How do I even do that without botching everything? I don't know. Not like this. We gotta put that down there. You know what? It doesn't even matter. Because we get a sketch of what we solved. It's like this is obviously going to be enough. This is more than enough to go off to find the right grail. I'm sure the tiny little pixel, the 7 pixels I'm missing there, is not going to make a big difference. But listen to this music. Okay. Run, Indiana! Okay, keep the map. So, I don't know if that Venice slide puzzle counts as a stage or not. I'm not sure. But we're going to ignore the cross for now. Let's go to the castle. So we always start in the same spot. We're going to have to start sketching this. Let me move my keyboard, get the old notebook ready. Alright. So we have 5 floors. We're starting, or 5 depths, 3 floors each. I think it'd be easier just to consider the different depths as different floors. Just get a nice little outline here. So we are in the first depth on the 2nd floor. I'm going to assume kind of towards the middle. Assume towards the middle. So start there. Okay. So the starting room that we're in has a door to the right. It's a door that goes up. I'm going to consider these up when it's going deeper into the castle. Just for... am I paused? Make sure I'm paused. Okay. There's another door up there. I don't need to do it like that. Alright, so on the starting area, we only have 3 different choices. 3 separate doors that lead us back to the next depth. So let's take the far right one. Let's try and be systematic about this. Take the far right one. So now we're in depth number 2. I don't even know where the goal is. I don't know where I'm trying to go. I guess as we map it, it'll become more apparent. Okay, that's a nothingness candle. That's a back, isn't it? Yeah, that's back. So this goes back to the starting. No, that's... Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, that's the door that I just opened. Da, da, da. Oh, dude, get out of here. Doors are closing after we go through them. Okay, so if I open that and leave it open, come back over here. This is kind of confusing. This is up and down. Let's go this way. Up to depth number 3. My map is terrible. This lets me go up here. Enemies are way easier on difficulty 1. Way easier to fight. Let's go back. I don't know. Let's map out this little tier I'm in. I didn't mean to go back there. That's fine. Oh, dude, this is so massive. Down there, and then that goes that way. Oh, this is the far left edge of the castle. Oh, okay. My map scale is completely jacked. Let's go here. So now I'm here. Tier 4. That goes back to tier 5. There's the edge. So this is the top of the castle right here. The top left corner, to be precise. We are in the top left corner of the castle right now. I feel like this chandelier might be like a center point. Might be in like a consistent space on all 4 depths. Or all 5 depths, maybe? I don't know, we got... All I can do here is jump off. Which, if that's true, which I don't think it is, but if that's true, then this castle might be kind of small. I don't think that's true. I gotta get all the way to the right. Okay, I think this is the far right. Seems like the far right. Okay. Oh, get out of here. I wish I could freely explore these screens without getting Nazi'd. I want to see how wide this thing is in total. It's one... Oh, dude, get out of here. 2... 3... Looks like about 4 screens wide. Yeah, it's... Okay, so it's 4 screens wide. Alright. They just keep coming. Ba, 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 ba. Kind of want to redraw my map already. Now that I kind of know like the scope of the castle. Down. This little plateau above me is completely inaccessible. Oh! Like that. Down, down. This leads to a nothingness. Nothingness dead end. Although perhaps on other difficulties there's a secret passage here. Just go down here and now. Okay, go down here. So this is the bottom right corner of floor number 4. Depth number 4, whatever you want to call it. Store leads back. Sit in the chair. Go in here. Oh, okay. That's it. Junior, what are you doing here? It's good to see you. So the goal for the maze is to get to the bottom right corner of the 5th depth. Bottom right corner being the 1st floor, 5th depth. Okay. We can do it on this difficulty easily enough. Later difficulties will definitely be a problem, but maybe not. Maybe not so much. Because I didn't go through any secret passages there. But whatever. Cool. Junior, what are you doing here? It's good to see you. Good to see you, Dad. I found a way out. Come on, we don't have all day. And Dad, stop calling me Junior. Okay, so we get the memo. So now we have access to the tank battle. So I cannot get the Cross of Coronado anymore. So Venice is considered a stage. The slide puzzle's a stage. So that was difficulty 2 castle then. I was on difficulty 3 before when I was just getting completely destroyed. So now we're on difficulty 3 tank fight. Alright, let's give it a shot. Why does everything happen to Marcus? I better get him out of that tank. Here we go. It's got to beat up Nazis. Dude, the music. Get off the tread. Get off the tread, Indy. Okay. This scene in the movie is so cool. Oh. No, Indy. I died. I think I want to be like here. What do I do against this guy? Alright. What? This is nonsense. Okay. Running kicks. Died. Okay. Got him. Got him. Oh, he's good. And I died. What? How do you prevent just getting killed? Okay. The combat in this makes no sense. I just died. Alright. Cool. And there goes the tank! Kaboom! Took Dad's diary. Wow. I don't know how to deal with the combat in this game. Like, it doesn't make any sense. Sometimes your attacks just instantly defeat the enemies, sometimes you could just get instantly defeated, sometimes you can just punch them for 20 hits and nothing happens. It doesn't make any sense. No! Back to this. Go on the left here. Jump over that. Go right. Jump. Now this is the 2 turrets after the bridge. Whoa. Now it's minefield. Right. Bump and jump. Forgot what's coming up. Is it another... Oh, it's these things. Okay. Okay. And now it's a wall. Yep. After the wall comes the 50-50s. Let's go right. Then left. Get out of here! Ah, I was too slow. I tried to deal with that biker, but... No! Okay. Suddenly I'm just failing. Okay. And this one doesn't matter. It does. I guess he squished me there? Try again. Oh my god. Careful. Bump. These sections are not easy. Good. Now this is the wall. Okay, now we get the bridge. Got him. After the bridge is the 2 turrets. Minefield. Minefield is a free chance to stomp. After the minefield comes the 50-50s. Get rid of that guy. Oh, it's this part. That's right, that's right. After second minefield is right jump and then turrets. And now it's another wall? Oh, dude, it's so much to try and memorize. Okay. Now it's the 50-50s. Right. Get rid of him. Go left. This is turrets. And then right? Oh, nope. After the turrets, it's left. I knew that. Okay, bridge, and now turrets. Yep. And now this is just a straight shot on this line here. Not too bad. Piece of cake. Let's try this again. I really am confused by the combat in this game. Like, there's some weird stuff going on behind the scenes that I don't quite get yet. Inscrutable combat mechanics. For example, how do I knock him down? Or why did I get knocked down there? Why did he get knocked down there? It's impossible to tell. Okay. I'm dead. There goes one life. How do I get up here? It's like sometimes I take one hit and I've been knocked down. I really don't get this. This is so confusing. I just died. And then he's inside my hitbox, but he can still hit me, but I can't hit him. Okay, got him. One hit, and I got knocked down there. What is going on? Inscrutable game. Yep, I knew that was coming. Good. How do I prevent that from happening? I don't know. Got him. And I'm about out of time. This seems impossible. So it's a damage race. I have to kill enough dudes, I guess, until the tank is empty, but the combat seems to be random. What? No. There's got to be more to it. Get the diary back. Like, if I can land that jumping kick consistently, it seems to instantly kill them, but sometimes the guards are smart enough to duck under the jump kick. Not always, but sometimes they are. That was a... Ah! Okay, that's fine. We'll check it again after this, Willie. We'll check it again. Maybe I missed something. Careful. This is the bridge. After the bridge is what? 2 turrets? After the 2 turrets is minefield number 2. It's going too fast for the minefield there. Oh dear. I want to be about this speed for the mines. And now it's the wall. Nope, it's the 50-50, which I guessed wrong. Okay, after the second minefield's the 50-50. Now it's the wall. Nope, now it's these. I cannot possibly remember this entire sequence. Eventually I will get it. Now it's the wall. After the wall comes the 50-50s. Which is right. Then left. Let's try and bump him. Too slow. I want to at least beat every stage once. I want to figure out how to do this silly tank battle. Careful! Dude. I keep messing this up. I should have this down. Wall. Solid bridge. Two turrets. Oh, come on. Now minefield number 2. Now go right here. And now turrets or wall? Turrets or wall? Turrets, okay. Careful. Careful, Indiana. Okay, now it's the wall. Now it's the 50-50s. Go right. Left. I'm trying to get ahead of this guy so he doesn't screw me. Okay. Right. Now this one is either way because it leads to turrets. Now this one is left. Okay. Now we get bridge and turrets number 2. I got shot. But this is pretty much the end. Get on this line. Straight on. I've never seen these tanks do anything. They're just, they look cool though. Alright. Alright, so we're getting a lot better. It's not consistent yet, but I'm getting closer. Piece of cake. Let's take a peek at the manual. See what we can learn here. Jump kick, flying kick, walk, jump, run. Got low kicks, big punches, low punches, duck, jump, blah blah blah. Okay. I wonder what the whole point of the Ghosts of or the Cross of Coronado is. This doesn't seem to have any effect whatsoever on anything. And now that I think about it, neither does the tank scene. Maybe it determines the ending. Okay. Fighting on the treads is very dangerous. Anytime Indy's knocked down on the treads, he'll fall off the tank. Indy always loses a life when he falls off the tank and hits the ground. His life force remains the same. It doesn't really say, it just says defeat the enemy soldiers. You just gotta beat them all up. It seems to me like the only thing we need to finish it is the diary to know what symbol of Lion's Head to jump off, and the sketch from Venice. That seems to be the only things we need. Flying jump kick's most effective. That's all it says. Alright, let's try this again. This seems to be just an optional stage. But, like, you can't ever create space to go for the flying jump kick. Alright, got one. I got killed. What do I do? Okay, got him. Okay, instantly died. That's the first hit he landed on me and it just killed me. Good. Okay. If I'm not killing them quickly enough, then it's game over. Oh, okay. Get up. Oh, okay, I died. Whoops, I ran off. That was my bad. Can't complain about the game. What? This makes no sense. Like, how? What am I supposed to do? I don't get this at all. Sometimes they just hit me once and I'm dead. There doesn't seem to be any counterplay. This game is bizarre. Maybe we do... Let's reset. Let's reset. Let's reset. Maybe we do the castle last. Let's get the cross first. A Talif. Yep, that's the plan. In young Indiana Jones after this one. We gotta finish this game. I mean, I could just go straight to the ending. But at the same time, I don't really want to. I want to get a full playthrough. All stages. Dude, this song is so good. Oh, yep, okay. I don't... Mix up shots? Does that help? Oh, look at the clatter kicks! Okay, I killed him in one hit there. Oh, this guy's got the dumpy. Massive damage. Oh my goodness! Alright, now the captain will appear once we get rid of this guy. And you kill the captain instantly. Get the cross, get the cross. Whee! Maybe I should be saving Venice for later. Ah, it's so hard to tell. Whichever one I do last is gonna be like guaranteed impossible. Yeah, let's go right to Marcus. Let's try this. Better get him out of that tank. So, how is this gonna be different? Is this gonna be playable now? Got him. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yep, good. Good? He killed me in one hit! This is insane. Okay, he's dead. How many dudes? Okay. Oh, there he is. Good heavens, Indy! If you hadn't pulled me out of that tank, I can't imagine. Come on, Marcus. Still a lot of work to be done. What are you going to do now, Indy? I don't know. I'm making this up as I go. Okay. Like, that stage seems to be completely and totally optional. Unless you gotta do all this stuff to get the best ending. Like, even rescuing Dad from Germany seems to be optional. Like, realistically, you start with the diary, all you need is the picture of Venice, then one optional stage, then you go get the Grail. Maybe you gotta do all this for different endings. I don't know. I'm very curious. Let's try and save this slide puzzle for last. Let's go rescue Dad. Yeah, the cross graphic has kind of a demonic smile. Like his eyes are covered by the shade of his hat. Okay. So, here we go. Yep, I'm already lost a life. Good. Whoops. Alright, killed one of them. Got him. This is not the same path I took last time. Let me try going the same path I took on easy mode. I'm gonna go left here. Get out of there, Indy. Just don't engage. Okay, from here. I didn't go anywhere. I backed up. No, we go up the stairs. And then left. Then this takes me back. Okay, so we're at 4-4. Top left corner. We want to go... Yeah, they weren't lying. There's... Last time there was a door here. Unless I screwed up my map, which is very possible. I was hoping I could despawn that guy. Wait, no. No, I misjudged where I was. This is floor 5, not floor 4. Yep, good. Dude. What are you supposed to do about that? This doesn't make any sense. Let's go get the diary. This game doesn't make any sense. I really like the variety, I like the music, I like the graphics, I like a lot of stuff about this game, but the beat-em-up combat is atrocious. I don't get what's going on, or what the game wants me to do. Like, frequently you just die. Okay, I guess that was my fault. This is going quite poorly. Alright, let's just not die for the rest of this run. I don't remember what's next. Turrets? The wall. Oh, you can do short... Oh, you can do short hops if you're going slow. Okay. I don't remember what's coming next. I've immediately forgot everything I learned. Turret, I died. God. Get the diary. Never tell me the odds. Okay. Bump him, jump him, squish him, squash. Yeah, Indiana Jones can bunny hop a motorcycle. That's how cool he is. Alright. Now it's the wall. Now go right. I didn't time my jump. Alright. I jump really early, like deceptively early. Okay, this is the intact bridge. Out of here! Get out of here! He's gonna jump! He bumped me. Okay. Well played. Double turret. Minefield number 2. So when I died in the maze, the castle maze, I was literally right outside the end. Like, all I needed to do was open that door and go in, and I would have been at the room with the chair. Unless it moves around. Like, maybe the difficulties change where the ultimate goal is, but I think that was the literal end of the dungeon. Oh, this is a wall? I was going too slow, so I did a short hop. Okay. Now we get the string of 50-50s. Right. I died. Left. This one doesn't matter. Now we have to go left. Turrets. Take this line straight on to the end. Alright. Again, 2 tries. Seem to be consistently doing this in 2 attempts. Piece of cake. Let's try the maze again. So go left. Yeah, go left. I'm about to be in trouble here. Oh no, he died. Okay. He willingly perished. Good. Go jump off. All the way to the end. Down. Ah, as expected, that door is locked. So on easy mode, this door takes me right to where I need to be, so I have to find a different way to get there. Ah. Oh, we're just like that. Cool. Cool. Alright, that is super easy. That was super easy. We rescued Papa. Pop. Now we do the hard mode slide puzzle, where I'm not going to be able to solve it, I guarantee. Let's give it a shot here. Listen to Theme of Girl for a minute. Hey G, good to see ya. This game has tons of different modes. So that one specifically, kind of Rolling Thunder-esque, but very different. Just visually, it kind of looks like it. It's confusing, Zetsubera. Basically, if you fail any one of the stages... Well, not any one of the stages. Some of the stages, if you lose them, it's a game over. One of the stages... Okay, let me back up. One of the stages, if you fail it, it's a game over. That stage is only available if you pick it first or second. The other stages, if you fail it, you lose your father's diary. And then you have to play the bike escape chase sequence to reclaim the diary. And then you can lose any other stage, or fail any other stage, lose the diary, as long as you keep reclaiming it after you've lost it. If you don't have the diary and you fail another stage, then it's game over. It's a weird structure. This specific one's the slide puzzle. Nothing happens if we fail it, but the better we do, the more information we have for the end game. You can pick and choose which stage you want to do, but specific ones get unlocked the more you progress through the game. It's very confusing. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Very succinct. Diary's your extra life that you have to retrieve every time you lose it. Exactly. Alright, we got the hard mode slide puzzle. I don't even know what I'm beginning to look at here. there. So here, we don't have to solve this slide puzzle. We just need to get a good idea of what the true Grail looks like. There's like specific elements I should be focusing on. Like, this is pretty dang close to complete, so I think this is good enough. Timer's really short. This should give me enough evidence. I don't really see any differences between all the different grails I've been finding, but I haven't really been watching them. Run, Indy! Alright, let's go do the end game. Only a step away from the grail. That's usually when the ground falls out from underneath your feet. A lost temple. Whatever's inside there will be my greatest challenge. As long as it's not combat, Indy, it doesn't matter. Combat sucks in this game. Let's see if Dad's diary can help me through this one. It's gone! I was trying... What? Okay. I pressed diagonal. The diary has the answers. Check it carefully next time. You lost today, kid. That doesn't mean you have to like it. Game over! Oh, dear. Okay. From the top. From the top. Beating up Skeeter Valentine from Doug. His purple-skinned shipmates. Oh, come on. The combat in this makes zero sense. I keep saying it because I'm trying to figure it out, but it doesn't make any sense how the combat works. Sometimes they die in one hit. Sometimes you die in one hit. Sometimes they don't ever die until you've died 3 times. Like, I have different moves I can try, and like maybe each specific enemy is randomly weak to one single move. I just need to like cycle through all of my moves until I find the one that will instantly kill them. You can do the ladder kick too. The X-Keeper. I have not, no. I like to check cutting room floor and like speed runs and all that stuff after I finish the game. I try to go into the games totally blind. Except for the manual. The most important thing of all. Alright, the captain. Nope, gotta kill one more thug. Alright, now the captain. He's dead. Alright. Yeah, good Indiana face here. It belongs in a museum! So, I'm going to do it in the same order. I think I found the good order. Do Marcus now. I think we got the correct winning order to do these stages in. Like right there, I just kicked him 400 times. Okay. I think there's a sweet spot I can stand here. Oh dear. Oh, he can hit me, but I can't hit him. Okay, got him. Whoop! I did not mean to do that. I love this crouching kick, by the way. I absolutely adore this crouching kick. Look at him go! Oh, dang it, Indy! Oh! Careful, Indy. Alright. Get up! Get up! Insane game. Alright, there he is. There's Marcus. Get out, Marcus! I like how there's a brief frame of Marcus dying when he hits the ground. But we still win. Alright. Do the maze now. Okay, I've got this one figured out. Equip the whip. I immediately forgot. Take the first door. Go here. Go up these stairs. Careful, 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 careful. Indy. Go up here. Go left. Up here. And now we're at the top of the castle. So we jump off, go all the way to the right. It's probably going to be a dude here. Nope, go down. Down. Whip the candle. Speed run. Oops, go in! Indy! Indy! Behave. Pixelized Sean Connery. We don't get to see a Sean Connery sprite, just pixelized Sean Connery. Slide puzzle. Oh, the empty spot's down here. Ugh. Oh, you can do quick moves like that. Okay, good to know. Get that there. I gotta pull that one down. Where's my top right piece? That one's the top right. I never remember how to do this. Ignore the top right. There. No. I don't know if I can get much better than this. I don't know if I can get much better than this. Alright, that's very bad. Very poor effort. Maybe it's good enough. Alright. Well, that took like, what, 3 seconds to get back here? Let's do it again. So you get approximately 10 seconds to study the diary here. Okay, so leap from the Omega, and it's... Okay. How would anybody memorize that? So we go up, we follow the word Jehovah. But then what do you do when Jehovah stops? Spell it backwards? You spell it backwards. But now I'm running out of light. Oh. But now there's nowhere to go. So we go back. It's a B above me? Okay. Oh. Game over. This is cruel. What? So we just follow the path outlined in the diary, but we only have 5 seconds to look at it. And your light fades. I don't know if it's every step you take or if it's real-time based. Oh, alright, game over. Try again. You know what? Let's do speed run. Speed run. I'm gonna skip the cross. We're gonna skip everything except for going right to the end. Alright, good enough. Rescue Dad. So here I have to just kill time. Oops. I wonder if jumping off ledges is intended or not, because that kind of feels glitchy. It's kind of glitchy behavior. But it works, so we're going to keep doing it. Alright, speedrun complete. Go get the grail. So what is this manner of insanity? Okay, that's the symbol. What? Go due north until the 1 to the 3rd H, then left to the E, then up to left 2. Go north until the 3rd H. It's the 2nd H. It's the 3rd H. I go. So, okay, wait a second. That was a lower difficulty final stage, so we actually got to see the letters on the path. But the path that the diary shows us doesn't show which tiles are false and will break under your foot. So not only do you have to trace the correct path through that maze in like the 10 seconds you have to look at it, but you have to follow the letters very carefully to make sure you're going Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. This is crazy! Try again. I mean, it takes like 3 seconds to get back there, so no big deal. But still! This is quite a lofty expectation they are placing upon the player. Nor one hit kill. Wrong way. If you hadn't seen the movie, then knowing to sit in the chair might be a little confusing and unintuitive. And that doesn't even line up with the movie that well, because in the movie they sit on the chair after he'd rescued his dad, and his dad sits on the chair and it reveals a secret at passage, but whatever. Who cares? Try again. Alright. So, what do I even look out for here? Okay, symbol is X. Jehovah. There is no Jehovah path. Jehovah H. Jehovah H. Oh, Jehovah ends in an H, that's why. I see it. Go left. I see it. I've been thinking Jehovah ends in an A. No, it ends in an H. I'm making this harder on myself by not knowing how to spell the name of God. Okay, there we go. Now I need to find the X symbol. My torch relit itself. Okay. I gotta find the X, and we leaped from the X. Go! Welcome, brave knight. To prove thy worth, thou must choose wisely. How am I going to pick the true Holy Grail from all of these? Wait a second. A sketch that I made in Venice. Yes, this has the information I need. Is that all we get to look at from the sketch? Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at all these possible permutations. I don't know which one to pick. I have no idea. So what are the different variables so we know for next time? the jewels don't matter. The shape of the cup itself. Like there's round cup, there's vase cup. Are there two different permutations for the shape of the cup itself? It's kind of what it looks like. Rounded or vased. Rounded or vased. Yeah. So yeah, just the top. Specifically, is there a lip or is it just rounded in? The handles themselves, it's either smooth or it's ear. It's like smooth or ear. The number of facets? No. Ear has 2 facets on the bottom. Smooth is just smooth. Okay. The shaft, the handle, or the grasping part. You just have the 2 different possible permutations there? And then the base itself? Or is it just... is that part of the shaft? Yeah, because we can see right here. Look at... oops, look at these 2. This one is rounded completely. This one has a single pixel of verticality. So that's a permutation right there. Single pixel of verticality. Whereas this is totally round. And it's not the ear, because this is smooth ear with a pixel of verticality. So we have the rim, the 2 different rims here. We have the single pixel of vertical, or smooth and round. We have the handle. Is it ear, or is it smooth, or is it ear? We have the 3 different possible shafts. We have skin. The word shaft is throwing off my thoughts. We have thin, we have bulging with a thin spot, or we have bulging bottom tapering in. So this is like the triple threat here. And then the base itself has 2 possibilities. Good God! The knobs on the handles seem to be the same based on the shape of the handle. Like if it's an ear shape like this, then you have like these specific ornamentations. If it's a rounded, smooth one, then you just have no ornamentations. I haven't seen any rounded ones with ornamentations. The jewels aren't important. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so the little sketch that we got a brief glimpse of doesn't do us any good. I just need to... okay, so we have rim, body. So rim is round or lip. Body is round or 1 pixel vertical. Handle is ear or round. Shaft 3 is thin, double bulge, or single bulge. And then base wide. How do I describe the differences? Wide or not? I mean, they're the same widths. You can say triangle versus stepped. Let's say that. Let's say triangle, smooth triangle versus stepped. I can't even read what I'm writing here. So 5 different things to watch for. All right, let's just guess. And then next attempt will be the attempt. I have no idea which one it's going to be. This one. You chose poorly. Is Indy going to get skeletonized? Yeah, okay, that's going to be the saving grace. Once we get the slide puzzle mostly figured out, enough to ascertain these 5 details, then I can notate which of the 5 it is while the timer is burning. Oh, he doesn't get skeletonized. Alright, try again. Alright, this is the run. Let's do it. Go straight to Venice. Solve the slide puzzle here. This seems to be the exact same slide puzzle every time. Like, this is already enough. This is already enough to tell. So we have round rim. We have round body. Handle is ear. The shaft is double bulge. And the base is smooth? Or is that stepped? That's a stepped base, I think. I think that's a stepped base. I'm going to call that my stepped base. Stepped. Okay. Double bluge. The double bluge. This game is pretty cool. I just wish the combat wasn't completely idiotic. I really wish there was like some way to figure out how to combat. Oops, wrong way. Yeah, that makes sense that the sketch would have more information if you actually solve the slide puzzle. Alright. I wonder... Okay. Let's go. We're immediately back here. It takes 3 seconds to go through those early stages. Okay, so we got an X again. Jehovah, 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 Jehovah. Okay. Oh my god, I didn't get very far into that. Alright. I'm just following Jehovah. G. Ho. Ba. G. Ha. Va. Oh, this might be... Okay, this might not really matter. Just follow. Okay, here's a branch. I don't know which way to go. G. Ha. Ha. Okay, I guessed right. The torch relights itself, just like in real life. Jump from the X. There we go. The sketch. Of course, the sketch! Look at the sketch! Yes, this has the information I need. Alright, so we have double round. with an ear handle, double bulge. This might be it right here. Like the first one. This is it, right? The stepped base. This is it. Round rim, round body, double bulge, stepped base. I guess not. So, yeah, I think it's the base. The base was my problem. Try again. It takes... This game is like 8 seconds long, so I don't really care. It's kind of fun to get to try these over and over again and solve the puzzles. Alright. So now we have a lip on top. We have a round body. I assume that's a round body and not a vertical body. Although it's... I don't really know. I don't really know. Smooth ear. Double bulge. The bases. I don't know which base this is. I think I should have spent a little bit more time studying the grail choices here. I think this is what I would call a smooth base. I mean, if we look at, like, the specific tile the base is on, there's a junk tile to the right. It only takes up 3 of the 4 sections. But how does that translate to, like, the sketch and the different choices? You know, I need more information here. I need more information. Let's get a different base. It takes literally 0 seconds to get back here. So let's look at this a couple times until I get really ingrained in my brain what the 2 different bases look like. Okay, how is this one? This is a different base. This is a different base. We look specifically on this tile here. It's still 3 tiles out, but it's not as steep of an angle. Oh, this is tricky. So we have a rounded top. The body's another question mark. Like, is this going to be 1 pixel of verticality in the body here, or is this rounded body? I'm not sure. I'm going to re-roll it again and pay more attention to the body this time. This seems like it would be more vertical instead of like the roundedness, but I honestly do not know. Reset. I'm just gathering information here about the different permutations. Okay, this is the same body as before. I think. This is the same base. I also don't know how much the stem affects the base? Like, is the base solely this one specific tile I need to be looking at? Or is the base the entirety of these three? I'm not really sure. I mean, it definitely seems very steep here. Let me just look at a couple more. Completely insane game. Oh, look at that. Oh, so this is the round body? Okay. No, that's the pixel of verticality. That's the pixel of verticality. Okay. Single bulge, pixel of verticality. Got a rim, a lip on the rim, and this base. What's the other base look like? I keep getting the exact same base. I gotta look at what the different base looks like. Single bulge, pixel of... We're archaeologists here. We gotta scrooge this puzzle. This is the different base. Okay. That's the different one. Yep. Yep, you can see based on the pixels here, this is 2.5 blocks out. The other one's 3 blocks out. This is definitely a different base. All right. Let's do this one. Let's go to the end. So we have a lip. We have a pixel of verticality. We have a single bulge shaft. No, the handle. The handle's next. We have a smooth-eared handle. We have a single bulge shaft. And we have a short base. I'm assuming this is indeed a single bulge and not just thin. Like the single bulge shaft, I think it was at the bottom and not at the top. There's 3 permutations for the shaft, dude. It's 2 for the lip, 2 for the body, 2 for the handle, 2 for the base, 3 for the shaft here. Yeah. The only thing I'm not positive about is the shaft. But I'm pretty sure that this is a single bulge. Let's go! Look at that sketch. That might be a thin. No, it's or single bulge, single bulge, single bulge, single bulge. Get out of here, Nazi. Oh! Kick the Nazi in the face. Down. I'm so happy the maze is so easy. The maze is trivially easy. Okay, skip. Let's go. All right. Oh, interesting. I gotta go right this time. Okay. I didn't look at the symbol to jump off. Reset. I could have just guessed it. I didn't even look to see what simple. Not yet, Duke. I want to try and figure this out on my own. And then, if I get like a bad ending, then I wouldn't mind hearing what people think. And we'll try and go for the good ending. Try this again. Okay. Flip. Smooth. Smooth. This is a double bulge. And a long base. Yeah. Okay. Got him. Whoops. Whee! Amigo, welcome. Good evening. No speedrun, just playing the game for my first time. Timer's just for fun. Although at this point I am basically speedrunning through all these stages because I'm stuck at the very end. This is a very replayable game. If you fail the final puzzles, you game over instantly and must restart. Alright. So what's my symbol? Omega. Okay, I just need to make sure to take a left there. Okay. I think I see the path. Left. Go left here. Oh, Abs Nerdy, thank you for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Oh. Ha. Okay, and we jump from the Omega. Welcome, brave knight. Must choose wisely. Okay, please work this time. So I'm looking for a lip on the top, smooth and smooth. A double bulge with a long base. That's a short base, okay. Lip on the top, smooth, smooth, double bulge, short base. That's a... I need a long base, I need a long base, I need a long base. Wait, is there any difference between these two? This is a... Oh, wait. Are there 4 permutations for the shaft? There's 4 permutations for the handle, the grip, the shaft. Oh, dear. Okay. Well, I was kind of wondering about that. There's 4. I think if we go here, we can see all 4. We have double bulge. We have like a taper into a bulge. We have a bottom bulge and then a thin. And we have basically a fin. Yeah, there's 4. The shaft is split into, yeah, it's split into like 2 halves. Interesting. Gronk's welcomed. No, you can't just pick the right one. Alright, well, I might not get it right this time. But now we know more information gained will help us in further attempts. I'm looking for a lip and a lip smooth. Could be this one here. Lip smooth. I have double bulge written. That's not it. Okay. Lip smooth. Lip. That's a single pixel of verticality. We don't want that. Lip smooth. Lip smooth. Lip smooth. I might have had this as my double bulge, but that's a short base. I need a long base. Lip pixel. Lip smooth. Double bulge, short base. I don't see it. I don't see any of these that fit. Oh my god, am I blind? Am I blind? Do I not understand the bases yet? This is obviously a long base versus a short base. Yeah. The long base is long. Okay, so I need a long base, a lip at the top. Did I take my notes wrong? Okay, long base and lip. Smooth ear. No. Long base and lip. No. Long base lip, smooth ear, but that's got the pixel of verticality. I have a smooth body written down. Long base and lip. I guess either it's not here or I took notes wrong. The game is continuing to fight back quite viciously. Oh my god. Oh, alright. Let's guess, I guess. Is there any more information I could harvest from this? I think I know all the different variables now. It's the whole base and the shaft that's really messing with me still. But there's only 2 possibilities for the base, and then the shaft has 4. I just gotta guess here. Chose poorly. Indy's been skeletonized. Let's try again. This is hard. It's harder than it feels like it should be. I mean, obviously, I'm just not paying close enough attention to this. Okay, so yet again, there's a lip on the top. We have a single pixel of verticality on the body. We have a smooth, rounded ear. Handle, ear, whatever you want to call it. We have a long base. The shaft. So which of the 4 shafts is this going to be? I don't know. It's like a... It's got like a low bulge. I should have done a little bit more to check the differences between the 4 shafts. I don't feel confident in this. Bow, 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 bow. I mean, if I could solve this. I don't know how to solve it though. Slide puzzles. Da 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 bow 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 bow. Ba 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 na na na. Okay, this one little thing there. Alright, that's my grail. This is a delightful grail. Da, 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 da. Delightful grail. Let's go. MB83, welcome. Taito emote, very good. I don't want to take a screenshot, Max Wilco. That would be the obvious, easy solution, but... I want to do it the hard way. Oh! Got him. This game is pretty ultimate chat and business. It's pretty cool. We're stuck at like the last inscrutable puzzle here, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. The combat is a complete joke, but it's really cool. Hey, hey. Must get the grail. I don't know. I don't know if I can identify the shaft here. Okay, so I need to focus on the symbol. It's a bat. Okay. Kind of see the path here. Go left here. Go right here. Go north. Left. I wonder if I have to go left, up, and right to complete the word Jehovah, or if I could just jump straight up. I'm not going to test it. Okay, jump from the bat. Yes, this has the information I need. How so? So this is everything save for the base, which I know the base is a long base. Okay, we got a lip on the top. We have the pixel of verticality on the body. We have the smooth ears. The base I know is long. It's the one of the four shafts. This is one of the four shafts. So how do I remember? Just remember this. Remember this. It's bulge to thin to like low bulge. How about we cheat? This isn't really cheating. I'm gonna literally trace it. I'm literally tracing my monitor right now. Okay. We could do that on a TV, a CRT. Mom, he's cheating! Okay. Lip, verticality, smooth. That's a short base, though. Lip, that's a round body. Okay, wait, lip. We have the single pixel verticality. We got the smooth ear and the long base. The shaft does not match those. So that's a wrong shaft. I'm looking for this specific type of shaft. Ooh, this might... doesn't have the single pixel verticality. That's really close right there. No. I need this shaft. This would be it if it had the single pixel of verticality, but it doesn't. You see, the body here is different. This one doesn't have a lip at the top. I don't see it. I'm missing something here about this puzzle. This is the second time where either I've written it down wrong again, or I just simply don't see it. Long base, but no rim on top. Long base, but no rim on top. Long base with the rim on top. No. No, that's not the right shaft. This is like the closest right here. It just doesn't have the single pixel of vertical that this one does. And that's what my notes say. That's the closest one. Go through them again. It's got to be this one. And I just screwed up with the body. I'm about to go for this one. Let's consult the manual one last time. Note the following features: the handles, the lip of the cup, the shape of the cup, the shape of the stem, and the size of the base. That's it. That's all it says. Alright. There's no secret meme like, oh, press up 3 times to go to a different shelf. No different shelf. Insane game. Alright, oh, let's go with this one. You chose wisely. Unfortunately, you're not worthy of the Holy Grail. You're not worthy, though. That's not a good game. You failed to rescue Marcus. A knight must be more than brave. A knight must be compassionate. Additionally, you've not completed your personal quest for the Cross of Coronado. I must ask you to leave. That's not an ending. That's a failure. That's not good enough. Nothing is optional. Alright. Alright. I feel a lot better about this. That's why the cross matters. Yep. Okay, so how do we do this? Well, how do we route this? Let's get the cross first. This scene is so cool. Look at the camera just shake and freak out. This is awesome. Kill Mosquito Valentine here. Dude, this music. Combat in this game is absolutely jacked. Like, I think it's completely and totally random. I think it's totally random. Okay. Got him. Hey! Like, maybe it's not, though. Like, it seems like if they're crouching and I can land a high kick, they die. Agent Spork, thank you for the fresh tier 1 subscription. Appreciate it. Get him. Got him. Yeah, there's 2 difficulties of the ship. Ship has to be done first or second. Now we can go get Marcus, because Marcus is completely jacked. This fight is complete nonsense. I don't understand how to do this unless it's on the easiest difficulty possible. I don't think I should be here. I just jumped to my death! Maybe the whip is the key. Maybe the whip is the key. I tried it on high difficulty and couldn't get anywhere. What if this is the strat right here? Just stand here and whip them to death as soon as they jump down. Maybe we could do that on hard difficulty. Good heavens, Indy! You hadn't pulled me from that tank? I can't imagine. Okay. Now we go get Dad. I'm doing Venice last, which could be a mistake. So the only difference between the mazes now is rather than just go into the door to sit on the chair, we gotta whip a candle. Got him. Hey, go in. A Nazi! Oh dear! Got him, okay. Go to Venice. Even doing the full completion goes very quickly. So I don't have much time here. And I actually have to like engage with the puzzle. Okay, we have a smooth ear. We have a... Where's that piece? Alright, we have a smooth body, smooth rim, smooth ear. Okay, where's the... long base, the shaft. The shaft. Shaft is all I care about. There we go. So this is what? A bulge? Bulge? Smooth, 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 long, and that's a weird, awkward double bulge. I don't know. Better keep that close, Indy. Good sketch. Bat. Nope, wrong way. Okay, good. Welcome, brave knight. Yes! This has the information I need! Indy, you poor sod. Alright. So we're looking for smooth, smooth, smooth. We have the extremely awkward... double bulge? So there's different variations of a double bulge. I'm just kind of looking... yeah, we got the prime double bulge. We got the prime double bulge. Premium. Okay. This with a long base would be it. I wrote down long base. Could be this one. Like the body with the single pixel of verticality confuses me. This is the most likely candidate. But before committing, let's do another sweep. We got smooth, smooth, smooth. It's no double bulge though, so that's out. No double bulge. Smooth, 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 double bulge. short base though. Short base is out. Smooth, smooth, pixel, single bulge, smooth ear, no. Smooth, short base, smooth, smooth, smooth. Yep. I think it's that one. Third from the left on the bottom row. You did it. You chose wisely. GG. Full difficulty. The full completion right there. All 3 seconds of it. You are truly worthy of the Holy Grail. You've displayed wisdom, bravery, integrity, and honor. Your quest is complete. Please go in peace. I shall remain here and guard the Grail for all eternity. Yes! Look at this! Full screen Harrison Ford. What an awesome reward. Okay. Do I press a button? Or we just gaze and wonder at Harrison Ford's face? Let's press a button. And it loops. Alright, it looped back to the start. Stop the timer. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. What a game this is. I think this is a really cool game. This is a really cool game. I don't want to play it again, though. My only complaint is how completely and utterly jacked the combat is. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But that can kind of be mitigated based on which stages you play through. And the order you do things in. Like, by getting the combat stages out of the way quickly, you don't really have to worry about how broken the combat is. You just mash the attack and win. Yeah, I didn't even realize that, dude. You caught on to that quicker than I did, that the shaft was split into the 2 different tiles with different permutations each. Took me a while to glean that bit. I see where you're coming from now. What a cool game, though. Very fun. Very fun. The puzzle solving is good. I drew a map. You want to see my map of the maze? That's my map of the castle. I didn't get very much of a map in. Like, I just kind of stumbled on the correct entrance, or the correct path through it, and then it was always the same in the different difficulties that I tried, and so I just didn't bother embellishing my map any further. Cool game. I really like this. This is a good time. Fun time. The motorcycle chase sequence to act as like a retrievable extra life is... It's a little rough, but it can be learned. It didn't even come up at all. Let me check now. What difficulty are we at? It didn't even come up at all in that winning run. It's easy mode. That's easy mode. Alright, let's shut her down. What a cool game. What a fun time this was. Good game. Good fun, enjoyable experience. Let's go back here. So what time is it? If you actually had to fully finish the slide puzzle, I would quickly re-estimate my opinion of the game. Like, I'm happy you can just kind of get the information you need from the scrambled pieces of the slide puzzle. Because then you don't have to solve it. Cool game, fun game, good time. So, I think that'll do it for me for today. Relatively short stream, but that's fine. They don't all need to be 6-7 hour marathons. I really like this game. I had a good time with it. I'm happy I played it. Next on the Indiana Jones adventure, which will probably be Friday. Likely no stream tomorrow, and they'll be back Friday. The next on the Indiana Jones adventure is the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles. I have never seen anything about this show. I don't know anything about it. It looks cool. It's like a side-scrolling action platformer. Cool. I love those games. So I'm excited for it. Moby Games says that Chris Gray worked on it. Christopher Gray. Those familiar with Macaw streams may know the infamy of Chris Gray games. He made, I say he made it like he was the only person. His team made Bob. They made James Bond Jr. on the Super Nintendo. They made all those jacked games that are very, very similar. What other games are there? Incredible Crash Dummies. There's a couple others. Yeah, same developer as Bob. But they also worked like in concert with Jalico. So I don't know exactly how the development credits work or how they split the duties, but I'm looking forward to this. It looks really cool. So plan on playing this Friday. No stream tomorrow. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I'm done. Let's go find somebody to raid. This was a good game. I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. I had a lot of fun with it. Let's do a raid. Raid. I should like work on an outro scene for this rinky-dink little stream. I probably won't. We'll just have the welcome screen function as an outro as well. Hey, it's a long night. Who's on? A few people to pick from. Yeah, thanks for watching. Let's raid Ashens. Ashens is doing some quiz? Movie quiz? I don't know. Ashens does a lot of weird stuff on his stream. It's very fun to watch. Ashens is cool. Is it a movie quiz stream? Something like that? Raid Ashens. Take care. Thanks for watching, everybody. Adios. We'll see you all next time. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.